Late one night, a man entered an elevator in a quiet hotel. He pressed the button for the 8th floor, but the elevator stopped on a floor that did not exist. Floor 13. Mark was traveling for work. He checked into a large hotel in the city. The building was tall and modern. Everything looked normal. After a long day, Mark returned to the hotel around midnight. The lobby was almost empty. Only one receptionist was at the desk. Mark walked to the elevator and pressed the button. The doors opened slowly. He stepped inside. Mark pressed 8. The doors closed. The elevator began moving. First it passed floor 2, then 3, then 4. Everything seemed normal. Mark looked at his phone while the elevator moved upward. Suddenly, the elevator stopped. Mark looked up at the display. It showed 13. Mark felt confused, because when he checked the elevator panel earlier, there was no button for floor 13. Many buildings skipped that floor, but somehow the elevator had stopped there. The doors slowly opened. The hallway outside was dark. Only one light flickered at the end of the corridor. Mark felt uneasy. He looked carefully outside. There were no people, no sound, just a long, empty hallway. For a moment, he thought about stepping out, but something didn't feel right, so he stayed inside the elevator. After a few seconds, the doors closed again. The elevator continued moving. Finally, it stopped at floor 8. Mark quickly walked to his room. He tried to forget the strange moment. The next morning, during breakfast, Mark asked the receptionist a question. "Does this hotel have a 13th floor?" he asked. The receptionist looked surprised. "No," she said. "This building goes from floor 12 directly to floor 14. Mark felt a chill. "But last night the elevator stopped at floor 13, he said. The receptionist became quiet, then she spoke slowly. "You're not the first guest to say that." Mark stared at her. "What do you mean?" he asked. The receptionist sighed. "Sometimes late at night, the elevator stops on floor 13. But that floor doesn't exist anymore." Mark felt cold. "What happened to it?" he asked. The receptionist looked around the room before answering. "Years ago, there was a fire on that floor," she said. "After the accident, the entire floor was closed and removed." Mark didn't say anything. He finished his breakfast quietly, but before leaving the hotel, he checked something. He walked back to the elevator and looked carefully at the buttons. There was no 13, but between 12 and 14, there was a small, empty space, just enough room for a missing button